94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asogu so a wotie no ma yena mo nyina ase ne ensan so ma kwa ba bio emfa momra Asempa FM so Ekosiisen na wasogu so a wotie okay enti as I told you, there is this story by, is it Oprah News? That's Oprah News, no? Is it not a spoof website? A website, Papa?
I don't even know.
I think there is a story they reported attributed to Abronye. Say John Dramani Mahama took home the fattest ex gratia of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013. Another story and Eric issue this statement. Also in your statement, also making some allegations. What are they?
Oh, they are kind. Yes.
No, but you make the point, say, at the point that Ghanaians are wailing over dreadful economic hardship, this is what a so-called online news portal known as Oprah News has had to put out, to resolve the economic catastrophe while destroying the reputation of revered and visionary leaders. This form of yellow journalism, but how do you say yellow journalism? Spearheaded by this online portal should be treated with the contempt it deserves, as it contains untruth and intended to mislead right-thinking Ghanaians and divert public attention from focusing on seeking accountability from the failed Akufo-Addo government. This is what Graham Greene termed as the media is a word that has come to mean bad journalism, unquote. The Oprah News online portal should know that Ghanaians are not ready for this type of, that's why, reporting, as it does not proffer any tangible solutions to deal with the current hardships in the economy. They should apologize and retract this news for lying and deceiving the general public. The rest goes on and on and on and on and on. Eric J. and assign anyway. It basically, na say Abronya can be beer. Is it the case you think Abronya and Kasa na paper online portal na report here na?
Obi Mendasi. Oh, here and say, let me use this your medium. Now, main country NDC communicators across the country. Emre way anymore yekono. Mo my union MPP for nan start sebe atro near kushie politics bia about Ura Mahama. Na mo be mo form wedi. Because they did this in 2015, 2016 and they succeeded with it. They peddled enough falsehood in the system. All was against the reputation of H.E. John Dramani Mahama. So now, the NSA, a DB if you more camp beba a year could she 70 at Trono. We have to respond to them squarely. And Kwame Bafo is fan of making allegations any factual. Okay, can't send basa. And you see, the ordinary Ghanaian no. Say who supporter be a publisher there. No, not kind. He or she may not know the credibility of the said portal. What you must say. Some of us say be a banner ya kasa, some authorities say best site and the credentials and institution no answer. And an opana me who say I started security. Nipa bear for crane send the mame. Say obi enim say me region within the chairman. So I'm using your medium to tell the general public say Mampenida da Mahama on your man as gracia be a 40 million Ghana cedis in 2013. A year kushisem any atrocem. Yes, Ghana for these are the very things that you can't go in hufi. And sana union munye to me. At the abessa or my Ghana, dear could do baby edri. Because reputation matters in politics. Obi, certain things happen now, Kasa, Yaman and Kotra. Politically, no one should ever handle that. And Ghanaians, a type of people the much more now man for real could something bad about you, as they get into the minds of others. So make clear and say the person who said so no or no one yet credible to deliver such a message and then you know
now apart from what the news portal reported, what a voice clip be of Abronya saying
YouTube me who anopay
voice no YouTube
check here
can't answer.
He said it. So may count on your platform say fake story. What am I say? Obi, let me use this same medium. Was it last week? You know, my Ashanti region, Bantan and Bahono. Later, na me say appear stadium about Bontia Bepacho. We NDC ni, we Ghana near Emra Yakumuno. These are the very informations about Bontin and never be perturbed. Obi na wo kra no. Look at Bakubi cry can farm a boss. I mean, so an MPP for no be a fine MPP for financiers ni be crash no. And there's almost there. I didn't click it because I my is can hear the press conference. But what do you do? And the MPP for now, I'm near you social media. Money, someone, money, majuma. You are in power and you are sponsoring us in opposition. See me too. I'm because him say mamu phone na ubu. Yes, that is it. I saw social media. I know, but I'm quite phone obi. That is the fact. Or the Matthias here. And me, what frame is here? MPP for the hair. I just say I didn't hear Juma, and I'm more than so those comment and say. You see MPP for crying the boys and me feeling the guys near the other. Yes, I'm the buy budget. Until Upibia will be from mobile money to number. Or the buy. Your budget near the organizing.
But the source of that information in free MPP.
You see how the person came out. And no
that person is a member of the NDC.
What do you mean by and no asabe say because more political you be no more ye and no more ye. Then the next day, na nipa mi no bi nso akoye audio. And also I have it here. Me be me push am. Omo pretend say omo ye NDC serial callers. Na yama Johnny Hughes, Captain Smart, ye bobo journalist bear 5 bidding say yama we $40,000, yama we $50,000. Untie.
Sir?
Oh yes.
Why na dem omo?
I don't know. What do you mean ba? So munim say BBS e wo mantwe ntie pe bi aka ho. Na omo kasa krotim se nkofo na adwen ya adwuma adwen ni so. Yes, because the way more to MPP for me no na kan bom ni yedi nkomo say yem fan say journalist aka ni tomorrow you bet me abo odi aka ho bi. So let me use this your medium to say sir audios now ma share circulating nyina no e fake. Masa now we be Eric Eji as a party communicator jumade am betimi ayabo me party ne wo hwan ne betimi ayabo me party na ye kwetabi sika dia ma Philip Osebonsu wo ba bia otia na Ekosiisen. Aden sabi number 9 enye adwuma. So those informations na ebebia no eye fake. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the credibility matters in politics. What am I say about? And I want suma obi in the name of the party say obi nkomo obi. And one thing I've realized is say journalists now mo this answer no to almost no. I am not saying that you are not doing your work well. They are the journalists are no pebiano. Omo yusu omo time kakra bi e de bo aban nachi. Because ohwe unia jantwa the dey na Ashanti region ya. Obana so an analysis na only one other guy me refi guy ni dey. He's very host. No? A very solid guy. Omo timi je analysis na ma hu say they know what they are doing. Same as Johnny. Obetna so no ye ni Johnny's bite na. What the facts ne kasa. Captain Bana or Canin Sama, or the fact in there. So this is not the time our mobile speculation are dominating in the scene. Say, I see so be here Jumamobi. We don't need the help of the media.
You probably also have to work on your own people.
Yes, I understand.
But this whole thing started from.
I understand, and I believe strongly, sir, party will take decision on those matters because Master baby, you do know. Yeah, shame will be on for high life. Sorry, high life, may say live band. Yenia break. Ghanaians are suffering. And the suffering is hardship. Real, Obi, who doesn't know? Who doesn't know? And take it, Philip Osebonsu. Nebeka se petro boy den aname boy. Enye Obi, and Nebeka se ne Ghana ya jibisi ama na bro so a obi anim se debt distress. You Obi Nebeka. Obi those are enyema, factual. And then na metie one lawyer ni back on me buno pa Samson Ladi. I respect him so much. And someone you see, he was coming from a very nationalistic approach in another tackle the now Busano. But to be sending a message, one would do Safo or so. Now all sound the partisan. This would say a lawyer, you do baby say emotions can cry then. Abem. Obi, you do baby a champion, a common interest for our country. It doesn't matter your party affiliation. What you must say?
But I no Drew Safo asked a normal question. It will be a onim law.
Baby or the fire no say politicians or no so a lawyer. Obusa no. Who say nipa no the political adwene neighbor. I was listening to you. Obi. Because Auditor General sika ehye ne ekokoso nyina no obi. Ye nyina ye sika o anameboa. It is enkofo bi tisi krom say in a common interest civil society organizations. What dey hwe nimdefo tisi krom nde. Obi aye na adwuma o. Omo nya enkofo na nanado say omo pe adwuma aye nti na omo so onye reshuffle. Samson ohia nanado appointment. Franklin Kujo ohia bi. Ono ani ne yonko akoto ampa ohia. Kofi Bentel ohia an appointment. So these are credible people in the scene. Omo say nyama bi nkoyie. Yemfa yanim onyama aye wo no yede. Entire o man nachi. Into certain things e bana ye kan. It doesn't matter your party na wo mu no. Obi at the end of the day. Ye kwa IMF na oye ne ya ye nyina na ekom. Obi me ba say me fa filling station no. Ya nkase rikeje na 20 ateso ana ya tum. The auto ne ye Ghana cedi ya na ye data. Inti ye told us some issues. Ye ma ye concentration no ko homo. Inti kakra meka me initial comment.
Ma me find chem say ye ka say the office of the former president John Dramani Mahama enso issue statement. It's signed by his aide Joyce Bawa Mokhtari. John Mahama denies 14 million Ghana cedis as gratia claims. The office of H.E. John Mahama has become aware of another false and scurrilous claim by a member of the MPP, Kwame Bafo, that former President Mahama, quote, took home the fattest ex gratia of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013, unquote. We urge the public to ignore the unintelligent rant of the said Kwame Bafo, who has gained notoriety for fabricating and propagating falsehood on behalf of Nana Akufo-Addo against John Mahama. His claims are false. President Mahama never took any such ex gratia payment of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013 or at any other time during his 25 years of distinguished public service. Fortunately, ex gratia payments are a matter of public record and are available in the office of the Chief of Staff or the Control and Accountant General's Department. We challenge the office of the Chief of Staff and the Presidency to provide proof of the payment of any such amount and stop using idle miscreant among its ranks to spread falsehood. It will be surprising if any such payment had been made to the former president and has not been reflected in any of the numerous Auditor General's reports presented to Parliament since 2013. We know that there is a stock in trade of President Akufo-Addo and his cronies to launch a campaign of calumny and false allegations against the personality of President Mahama anytime they have their backs against the wall. As usual, the latest falsehood is a failed decoy to suppress the national discussions about the hardship Ghanaians are going through because of the clueless, inept, hopeless, incompetent, and poor governance of the Akufo-Addo and Bawumia administration. It is a porous response to John Mahama's promise to urgently relook and review issues related to the emolument of Article 71 office holders, including ex gratia payment. We want to reiterate the point made by President Mahama recently that a next NDC government will run an administration with a leaner government and far less ministers than Ghana has ever seen, and ensure a cut in waste and exercise of frugality in everything government does. The NDC is also committed to the implementation of a review of the 1992 Constitution, which should, among others, place a cap on the number of Supreme Court justices and face the issues of Article 71 head-on. Signed, Joyce Bawa Mokhtari, Special Aide to H.E. John Dramani Mahama, Cantonment Accra, Monday, September 5th, 2022. But Eric, I find something interesting in this statement.
Yeah.
Kwame Bafo Abronye ena akanasem. Why is the statement indirectly hitting at the president of the republic. Nana Akufo-Addo.
Obi, let me tell you something. We are politicians in this country. We do partisan politics, right?
FM 94.7.
We know how to secure political power. Yeah, the message and echo.
Yes.
And at times, we know what Ghanaians want to hear. And being an honest leader, no. You see, I keep saying that the difference between Nanado in 2016, ne Ura Mahama ne said, na bakuye no kwafo, bakunye no kwafo. President Mahama, nani the so always obe go by the truth. And na Ghana for yasum ye de, ye pentro. So they succeeded with it. And yasia to a baby, ye call new season, meboa.
Yes.
They've started it again because last 2 weeks, na menene say one of my sister station.
Abronye. Okay.
It was Saturday program. Obi na no anu akofa document bi aba. John Mahama ekokora na oton airport ansa habo na okoye.
Habo.
Yes.
Habo.
Tema habo ose na waton okita document. And you see there was some Ghanaians in the system. I don't know how to classify how they think. I don't want to say maybe insult you be. Okay, na no be appeking straightforward. Because social media no be they tagging me. What am I saying?
Yes.
And these are falsehood that are more peddling the system. Now 20 petting Obi.
Yeah, but my question was you can deal with Abronye. Why draw in Nana Akufo-Addo?
MPP ni Akufo-Addo aban na beneficiary of 7 in same hunu na okeka no. Yes. He's a regional chairman. Not in a church, in a party in power. Of which the party
because the statement from the former president said Nana Akufo-Addo na ahye ni kutupa.
Na wan ehye na chi.
Say onka san.
Na penny wo fie, no penny wo fie. Kwame started say ne political career or the entro ne akuhwisem ne allegations ne ade to Ura Mahama. So enye ne. And ye jano for long. Always so can be no afa ne ho adi. So as a communicator, I know na me catch your party faithfuls no mutie me. Every communicator anywhere. If you're in a community, now MPP for start here throw about President Mahama, reply them squarely. Because you can't be any credibility with Kruma in politics and no cry. I allergy ba umi ane nanado ne what deficit was on recover. So President Mahama in opposition now. Need the economy yaye. Obi, the economy is now dangling like a drunkard. Or mining him into me enough. As a regional chairman, if you get the podium, you speak in a manner a bit me the cohesion unity in Pona Baumanum. So how can you just be seated and peddle falsehood about former president? Who gave that money to him? Obi, who gave it to him? I commend them for issuing this statement. My statement now me issue, you know. Me who said me in the world region as regional executive. Into me who the wire no, and I me issue statements, deputy communications officer. And I am so glad, sir. Statement is also coming from the office of the former president. Okay, I say in Chebia. And Oko make allegation be say Ura Mahama moso munya no mbekuno. You see, he's fond of doing that. Unim say, oh no, about 2 or 3 petitions and the IGP Akachia, office of the former president, Eddie Etiano. I hope you are aware of those things. You see, the right time will come. That is what I can say now. But if you nekono, adie biaba say ya, they should respond.
Mami Ninkomoyi Emra, and it's because again there is an official statement from the office of the former president. No, the man who made allegations, a statement we say, and for more motebrofono, almost say there is another false and scurrilous claim by a member of the NPP, Kwame Bafo, that former President Mahama took home the fattest ex-gratia of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013. Kwame Bafo Abronye, it is saying, na ufiga 14 million Ghana cedis, no, say ex-gratia former President Nya, no, ukwati free him.
Medasi bebere, mamempa kwenya we na mentia watifo. Na before antana meba former president letter ne so no mamema atiefo ententem bia Erika Jeti ho a o kase former president the petitions be miensa ewo I pending before IGP so nima and me catch and say, on free 20 liter misano. So it is the same 20 liter now. Or a letter on behalf of former president, the former IGP. No. When I responded about the unnatural death of former J.E. Mason, Omuko withdrew that petition. So Nima, and you know, all people should not be moving around talking that the right time will come. The right time will come. Who are you?
Kwame, Nyabotre, Eric J. Wawa down for one night.
No, that's the right time will come, and the right time will come. So no, you want.
Tobona, Mema, personal attacks, Yemen frame.
No, someone can then your personal attack.
Ona say, one case we holo and a bibisa, said you're walking into Nyabotre. Why, me pacho?
Yeah, why no, God, or tell you some platform in the country. Just I have decided not to respond to him because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Petition now or can make a reference. No, say if we are for former president Mama who say, oh yeah, do my mana. Next, I call the bus studio no kurano. Bisa former president Mahama say, petition now mudi tia. I brought 4 years ago. Now it's saying
94.7.
I just I made the audio recordings in the go to the CID department. Now yeah, that the respond here no. From the later no the I say they are not interested in the case. So that record to me now, and to me, call the CID department and find out a letter by na 20 liter after some respond to petition, or one said they are not interested in the case. I don't know, Mama Yanko, but they are not interested. Coming back to the letter, no, and what's the repair? The president here, will chrome her. No, I can nonsense for. I say former President Mahama. So, not a old you beside so for Mr. Mahama. Men are not be away 10 years ago, no. But over a year, over here, so, Bomadana to Obama. 2025, men and Nana were 25 years ago, men and Nana. That is the message Jordan Nam say. What one a man for a bisau? Sir, and Gracia obey any day. Also, by review, but a name in all say, and they effect, and they effect, and they get your saying, and they on the 5th
and they 5th September.
Meda say, this is ADB account. Na account where ADB no. What would the 35,000 Ghana cedis that come to Amano as a former player? Now, Casino, or Jacka and another Dankwa, Akufado, and Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia. On Casameboa, they should issue a statement to that effect in Casameboa. Nientia or Jacka Tiacha or Monese, Nanado Dankwa Akufado Nipa Omia, Ese Ahutraba. And to a market 30% and to next our performer president here. I don't demand Mahama.
Abronya, Mema Yen shifty goal post. No, on
the shifty in the letter. No one I mean by me by letter. So
14 million.
No, or some can say, Sankawa Gisasi at a second I appear. Auditor General report. A who? Since they're coming to force. Of the 1992 Constitution, what to say a Jessica at the former president to be under Article 71, I'm an appeal auditor general report on Namibako. In the letter, I state Korean was here, you be almost or letter. Says and Komutia Bibi Mana. In case I say, in auditor general report to be from 2013 to date in Kwom.
Yeah, but Abronya.
1992 Constitution Article 71 holders, particularly a former president, as Graciamana appear auditor general report to moi. Memano, just a day, 1 day or two to say, oh my Ghana for whom.
No, Abronya, but the truth of the matter is all such payments no emanate from the Controller and Accountant General. If indeed say payment be a former president who are illegal payment, the Auditor General would have flagged it.
Who said they say illegal? Remember, I say illegal. Me say what? Remember, I didn't use the word illegal. And the man can say, why na Katian say illegal? I mean, it's our democracy. Now, illegal.
No, I say on ye in the statement, almost say Only any such amount. Oh, say a 14 million.
And I'm
The
say,
fattest ex gratia. Where did you get a 14 million from?
and I'm say, or say I need 14 million. Who per president yadi? Send or G, it will stay the amount.
But you don't allege and you expect
Please,
him
please.
to come and prove your allegation.
No, we see. Say, Tankawadia. Nke aba pia wo auditor general report mu. And I may make a trend say, as a former president, wo man Ghana hano. Only one auditor general report wa. Yet sika as Graciana former president appear auditor general report. Maybe. Maybe see or ever seen Nano, he's the former president here. What the as Gracia as soon within 5 months, or by as Gracia as a second miss a family a deserve no. Why my uncle miss a family or no as a president here as well, and it is a fact. What's 14 million? Monsieur saying, I'm producing account to me.
Abronye.
Now, I'm saying account ADB. They pay the 14 million to the ADB account.
Kwame Bafo.
Account to me.
Kwame Bafo.
So what do you want again?
Kwame Bafo Nyabotre.
With you.
The allegation they say.
This is not an allegation.
For now, it is an allegation. Allegation.
For you.
Absolutely. Some entities I'm making. The allegation they say, former President Mahama and Ajay, the fattest ex gratia in our history, and that ex gratia near 14 million Ghana cedis. And Mibusa will say 14 million Ghana cedis. No, how did you do or come about that computation? 14 million Ghana
that
cedis.
Money was paid into the ADB account.
When?
Into so I can't make it 2013. That is all we to call to 2013. No, and to so I 2014. No, as gratia the AS saying.
No, but bring the evidence for all of us to see.
Oh, please. Madi Kanaka say, and now your fee we know the same account no woman deposited 35,000 Ghana cedis. Aside the 35,000 no, government of Ghana as a monthly rent of 9,000 Ghana cedis to the same account no. That same account no and I audit your 14 million Ghana into or say a name dia. On a statement, yes, I am in a canto. Near the Casana Mekayan, one deny say, you entice come to ADB account.
Abonye said, you're okay, no, a easy thing for everybody to see. You don't just end there, say, oh, dear waka, na or see any no crow, numra, prove. You don't do that.
Please,
you will not be happy.
Account, who owned the account?
But you are alleging, he has no alleged. Or no, I can't
say, and the burden of proof not safe to Kwawango.
Also,
Mema di Kanaka say what benefit, and this is the case here. The person is not denying say only account for ADB near the kind.
The burden of proof.
As I said, former President John Dramani Mahama Kase will receive 5 years now or several as a president, or several 5 months in the two so 24 July to January 2013 1 year as gratia but to
no but say no okasa enye no cre because as gratia there say former president you are entitled to as gratia oh yeah
and like I said
hold on
if the constitution says to say resign and now who cry
Abronye, hold on. The American say as gratia no entitled to as an article 71 of his holder. But the Omuka in this statement they say onye 14 million your allegation relates to 14 million Ghana cedis. Also onye sika biasa.
Please.
Do you have the proof?
Or sit you. What say?
Yes.
Me say what give 14 million illegal. Na sika no illegal there. It's a pure auditor general report. Man can say Sikana ye chairman ye illegal. Sikana dia wadi as a president, former president, under Article 71. And also be review. And I'm saying Sikana ye the two account to mu ADB no. Ube review. Man, you are the highest paid former president. And you review their reviews. I can tell you, Ghana for say. I want to know. me former President John Dramani Mahama. The same Yaka because Ghana for now, me so much chiro, me baba Joe Mono. Woman, and I know what you have cut 35,000. The same Ghana for now, also much chiro, every month to be an normal rent. The same Ghana for much chiro, and the trial rent to demand 9,000 Ghana cities. I would say, I want to Kroma.
To be fair,
now or G, you know. And you know, the 14 million was deposited into the ADB account.
Abronya me pacho, the 14 million claim, no, as it stands now, you've not provided any shred of evidence beyond just saying it.
And boxer source the studio and evidence. And I'm not ready to do that.
No, but the point is,
say the money was paid into his account.
No, but that is not evidence.
One. Sankano former president who would be a woman. As I say, who be some these questions, you know. Be some let us assume, Memon Kata me president yadi. And to John Dramani Mahama, former president, let us assume say 14 million there. Ghana 4% who say 14 million there. How much energy at that time? Ghana for one.
No, but the point is say, why should he do that? Because who claim say what this is
okay. Why should he do say? The reason why as I say say he's the person saying say as a so review and review na sama who cano still am no kasa no who could see a beneficiary. And now we are the highest paid former president in this country. I don't know make us the one fan champion no correct.
Babronye.
I don't know make us say sisi am no kasa udi akatua na nado dan kwa akofo Udi akatua Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia one kasa enye no correct. And then one coming in the letter no say me akura 2013 no the 5 months time be year aduma no manye es gratia. I don't know one kind of letter no.
Abronye, knowing you no uyo obi a wo ba studio crowd document ne ade unya no eche. If indeed you had evidence about this 14 million payment and how the abada o.
Ora, meme dia me wotie. Wo meme dia me ka tro say. Wo ebi obi ameno kasa na anwumre no. Unless say usro ADB ho. Machiro ba bia nipa no ye tua sika ne tumu wo na account o ADB. Say you decide scan tumu until you shouldn't run away. And yes, what catch Ghana for say or this earth gracia abosumi num no. Na under the 1992 constitution no. Obi ba di earth gracia empreneur no what 8 years. No what 8 years per the law. Nani panaka 8 years. But I don't demand Mahama in this statement, you know. I catch Ghana for say me the earth gracia 2013 there. Now na 14 million there. Ni betches ya also another contest in saying. So what the F Gracia 2013 there, it means that the 8-year mandate now constitutional provide, you know. Why is also this is common sense.
Me pacho ni statement no to be fair or say President Mahama never took any such as Gracia payment of 14 million Ghana cedis in 2013 or at any other time during his 25 years of distinguished public service. Fortunately, ex gratia payments are a matter of public record and are available in the office of the Chief of Staff or the Controller and Accountant General's Department. That's their point. It do any contrary evidence.
Their point, you know, among say 2013 1 year ex gratia. And to our country Ghana for say or several you know 1 year end of service benefit.
Asempa FM.
Only they should come and tell Ghanaians to say 1 end of service benefit 1 year and then they put part of end of service benefit. I'm one of what I know. But this letter, you are telling us say only be Ebra was several as a former meaning as a deputy minister, as a substantive minister, as a vice president, as a president, you know. Besin Nano, 1 year end of service benefit. Oh, former president, don't demand, man. You are lying to Ghanaians.
Abroye, my menas, maybe we would have this conversation again.
You provide because so one evidence in the end of service benefit also only be that the opportunity end of service benefit.
On say only be that who say
what you have just read in it.
Who say you clear 14 million or so only 14 million BR and you've not been able to prove that. Abronye mame nase in the Abronye DC and your training kano Ekosiisen ne higher Sempa FM. And many thanks to Abronye, the Bono regional chairman of the NPP. In 4 minutes, it will be 6 p.m. And a Joada, the 5th day of September 2022. Honorable Ekosiisen Asefua will be joining us by Untimi Mame Cancer.
Obi.
Yes, Eric. Inti Abronye any din komono. He still insists. Also, I'm penny 14 hour J saying in the Omeka entry Ghana.
Obi made that say, say, the earlier submission was an attack my personality, but
no, I stopped him.
Yeah, but I don't know him. I was saying hollow, and I think they were making a point. Until after I saw granting the interview, you know, you mean you're hollow, no listeners, no judge. 94.7. Obi, you see. After you reading the statement from the office of the former president, you know, we are there pass our friend, and we interview now the and why expose, you know, I'm be who say on facts be o children are there so on ya who Brazil beji atum, so be soon free wo because many na ye LLB meboa, yeah, ubi uso we LLB. You see, he who alleges, transform
must prove.
No teacher ni actually wa deal with work class. Who pay your review? Yeah, actually said the whole can wait in jai, and you are saying say the whole allege against me should come and prove. Masa, you see, there you apply kakra application of sense. Na kakra na Indiana was when you apply. Niema okani ina kuhisem. What the statement mean is such amount 14 million now okame. Ya true. Eya rodo hwada se mampani dada mahama nyi sika bi etesa na simple wagi sika bi etesa because allegation no ye no oye ne tese de ofa kwati kwan so na gye enu nti na omo site se wagi sika bi etesa aden na ampie wo those numerous auditor general report na abanim because yenim se sika amfa kwampa so yetua enyina ebem ebiem ene ye kire ne se controller and accountant general and the office of the chief of staff. Sagana yebe any payments ne sa niema na ho na eden. Efa. Matters of esgasha payment. Enti ya tro protocol sa na o kan na onte ase a. O say de omo tire no kro mo nte ase omo nko ADB.
Ba wa kire say banker.
But you could clearly testify say understanding of the statement ne ni wo onte ase. Na wo bisa no ko sa na onte ase. Huh?
O say ADB.
Ye busa 40 million, wo say ADB. ADB ni evidence. What sort of nasty argument is that? Yes, because Obi,
don't be emotional.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Enough of the falsehood. Abranya Tikroma and Nissan Ramahamasa as a classmate, as a co-equal. Kasafumbi and no catch. Why?
Eric J.
Obi, no.
Mind your language.
Obi, I'll mind my language.
I didn't allow him to use certain ways.
I understand what I need my power. Obi, but my person says fine. Your best studio ebe criticize na nado danko Akufo-Addo. You criticize Alhaji Bawumia. But say met me a famous aduasa. I can't certain words. I can't. Because me free abusuamu I'm cultured. What you say? Manya ntete and me suan the account. So some comments you don't. A former head of state. Now make it this malicious a yet any panel. Yes, he be prove one. Or see he should come and prove. You in what capacity? And on me prove Joe. And let me tell you this then. Omoba bemuno. Na omo leaky documents, omo communicators. Oh, na we do we better radio. So we na moye. Today, if indeed Kwase Ulmai, His Excellency, na count ADB. Na sika bi na etua no kra just abronya mu nyina nim sika e wom ne na account number and they are creating a president in this country Obi, I keep saying that they are creating a monster for the future. So atiefo amutie me no questions are Obi busa ani bia no sebe wanya nyansasem bia anka sebe no sebe Obi because you asking me about the evidence says so be 14 million Ghana cedis. Was he able to prove? He was talking of bank account. Is that an evidence? I know my account number. I'm not check here. We should lift the bar. Obi, ye shall say yeah manual. You say na near kasa. Time na me wo me krum no. Na me de akoma should be ne kasa. But who ko anim no? E wo so send him default you. So you lift the debate. What am I saying, pa? And these are the very things. This Gentia Oka's story ni no. You attribute to Uri and another than Kwekufuado no. Were you not in this country in the heat of 2016 election? Nanado Bekache said Ura Mahama Kaswa interchange or inflated cost. Sana Wagana, check the story, you get it. He also lied. Then candidate for the opposition party. He lied. Wabetina Komiasu says good years. Adia Ben wet me adia fa Eteki one of the MPs and the Minia John Kumakutu no near friend is saying Aduomi never can no say the Orakufuado can yentro. Enti matete enkwada omudi atro na omoye mpanimfo na omudi machi so you can pay any force with them go anyhow. So we are telling them na nsema kwa make campaign be kasasa. Dabi me pacho. And you think undermining President Mahama? No.
Eric AJ. I've given you time to talk. When I think your language is not appropriate, I will come in.
Sorry, yes, me sorry. But me the say, Eko is a friend. I respect him as a friend. Obi, you a friend. I respect you as a friend. But say nipa no kotra ne shimwa. Etoda penny o wofi ne woso kan bibi nipa. And penny o MPP mu no wan. Nya na nado dan kwa Kufuado. When was the last time Kwame Bafo split those Koshi language na yatiano in the party da. What be that? Shansamo Timika for Ramahama. As an cosmate, what sort of human being is this?
Eric, my menase, my message about Hobio, Honorable Ekosiisen Asifua MP, Old Tafo constituency in the Ashanti region. Honorable letter saying
Obi, Elder Obi. Me feel brutal.
Also, me you did too much.
Obi, me be fi hache.
Too much.
Be fi hache papa.
But so who ye?
Oh, nyame e de ne so ache and na ye chen nra. And I think say o tafofo nso me John na match ya Ghana fo nyina. Me ba mo Eric hit too much. You could see say na no na shake. You could see the fury and the anger. Woman Eric mu. I know so on Minya Abronye. There's a certain road, but I mean
a long time. Old time.
And anytime on Abronye binya you be me hu the fury. And the passion of the casa. But Triblo we are here to educate the people of Ghana. We are here to also join national discourse in making sure that we will shape the country Ghana. And so, as much as possible, now you're trying the emotions, I know Sir Bronya asked me, and yet one of the topics that I was given. But of course, when I was coming, Miti Abronye, and I will make a comment, one or two comments here and there. Dedi Kayano Obi Enyanokre say at all times he who alleges will have to prove. Yes, a popular law maxim.
Yes.
Which I know say he who alleges must prove. But there are exceptions.
Sure.
Which I know Zeminia Eric Onim.
Reverse burden of proof.
So just say.
Yes.
The truth is that there are instances you may have to cause a certain evidence. Say a trial. The court will have to even subpoena somebody to come to court. Say the panel, as no court will be relevant for the determination of the matter.
Yes.
At that point in time, it may not necessarily be he who alleges should prove. Abrona Small can say, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, Aji, ex gratia. Now he is also saying, say, these monies has been paid into His Excellency's account at ADB. In the circumstances, I think it's evidence enough, because say a trial, the court may call for an expert advice or witness. In Jebit Mema ADB, Abba Court, and also Beba, whether it is an inquiry whatsoever, to come and show the accounts. Oh, Nyaboche, Mamika Senye, Nyaboche, Mamika Senye. Oh, Nyaboche.
You have the opportunity, right, to rebut.
To come.
So far, in our presumptions.
Yes.
Rebut. Yeah.
To come and show. Say, Papa County 40 million demu anase endem. Because Abronye, I don't think, can go to ADB say me John Dramani Mahama account. Maybe we can do so through RTI. Maybe. But the point I'm trying to make is say, Utie, the response from the office of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he only refuted, say 40 million has not been paid to him.
Sure.
But did not refute the fact, say, he had not taken any money with respect to ex gratia.
But he cannot say that.
But the point I'm trying to make is, and no hear me. Say indeed, if your comment is say, Oba the review ex gratia, they all can know. Then all the end of benefits in ex gratia was Jane Nano. For you to come to the table with clean hands, or show that leadership, and then now the old Jinunya. Stop taking them. Absolutely. Stop taking them. Currently, you are taking them. Ojo end of benefit. Land Cruiser said end of service benefit. Land Cruiser said them oje. Everything that you deserve, you are taking them. Yet you are saying say when you are coming to review it. The NDC does not have that credibility. Anya Shekrano. I remember at the time 2008 when they were campaigning. No, your vice running mate to His Excellency J.A. Mills. When they say NHI is on one-time premium. Because he wants power. So, Obi, the point I'm trying to make is say, it is not really about the 14 million. Whether or not the 14 million was paid into the account of ADB or not, that is not what is important to of interest to me. What is of interest to me is say, indeed, has His Excellency John Dramani Mahama been taken ex gratia or not?
But that is trite.
Of course, that is trite. That didn't hear me. Of course, Oji.
But the allegation was specific. See, you 14 million in 2013.
It may even be more than that or lesser than that, right? From 2013. If she had say, simple calculation as to how much even an MP will take as ex gratia. Say MPJ 600,000 cedis as ex gratia. For time obey member of parliament. You better check it from 1996 or 2000 obey a member of parliament. Near check it at the time or stop here to become vice president. Or we are president. Sir, we not bet me calculate. We are now in the end of service benefit in Naka. You may be getting closer to that figure.
Yeah, but Mibusa Abronya said, how did he compute that 14 million? He didn't say what you're saying. One kasa ye free 1990. So I say 2013 the 3 bog boom. Edigu in the ADB account.
That is what I'm saying, say. We knew Abronya and not making that allegation.
Yes.
One way or the other. Yes, it is true that he who alleges must prove. Sa burden one also. There are instances, so I'm also saying that the burden may shift. There are also instances whereby the fourth estate of the realm, which is the media, can trigger the RTI bill and seek for some of these information because we are building the nation.
Yes.
It shouldn't be a tenor kind of argument whereby, hey, Abronya, because you have alleged, make sure that you bring us the evidence. No. That is not enough. What I think, they say, yes, a political communicationer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, atu abonten. Ghana for me bar ex gratia and be chum. As if the ex gratia is made for the MPP government alone. As if ex gratia is made for past MPP MPs and past MPP presidents. No. Until if you want to come to the table with clean hands, tell the people of Ghana now that they imagine now. So one fan bumper Kasmejaje. then we will take you serious. So I mean, Obi, that is where I wanted to take the discussion from. Okay. Say not necessarily say Chinchina 14 million, a certain 14 million has been paid. Me, I wouldn't know. Abonya, it is also going to be very difficult for you to go into somebody's account. My account. Is it going to be very difficult for you to come into my account and show me how much I have in my account? Unless, of course, a court of competent jurisdiction has subpoena what do you call it, ADB, that come and show.
But even before it gets to ADB,
yes,
the money leaves somewhere, and there should be paper trails from maybe a kind of source of Sikano. In Osha John Mahama's statement now, they cite the Office of the Chief of Staff and at the Controller and Accountant General's Department were all the records of ex gratia payment. And that is the source of the money.
Yes.
We don't probably have to go to ADB.
I don't have a problem with that. Once medical catch or say, in a tenor kind of way, you may think say Abronya Nkwane wa su dey be searching also deba. Yes, so was in a way because I'm not making that allegation. Why are we not talking about the media too? Is the media also not interested in these allegations? That 14 million Ghana cedis, which is taxpayers' money, has been alleged by somebody saying indeed these monies have gone into somebody's account, and the media is not interested.
But why are we having this conversation?
But that's what I'm saying, that there's an idea that the media can also trigger to have that information. I'm also trying to tell you, say, Obi, it is not just about, say, Chinchinia, Abronya making an allegation. And if this matter will come to a proper, conclusive determination, Abronya family and one. No. I'm also saying, say, the way you make an allegation because still, and your integrity is involved. And when your integrity is questioned, sometimes you can or you may attempt to bring an evidence to make sure somebody me the asanwuti. Sometimes it's also possible. The media can also trigger the RTI. And you have that discussion in that holistic manner. You say, oh, no taxpayers' money to be accountable, whether deservedly or undeservedly. We may not know as we speak. But the truth of the matter is that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama lacks that integrity to promise the people of Ghana, say, Oba will review what we call ex gratia. Indeed, Article 71 holder clause, office holders, it has listed all these things there, even though you can or you may be able to review it. But who told you, say, you are going to have majority, even if you win? Who told you are going to have majority in parliament to be able to push such a thing through? So it does not lie within his ambit entirely. It doesn't. It needs a consensus, concerted effort of two arms of government, the executive and the legislature. And so it cannot be a political promise necessarily, because when you have the political promise, now about parliament. Now parliament, what happens to it? What happens to it? And so let's situate the argument into proper perspective. When you say, yes, as gratia, what is the history behind it? How did it come into being? In the framework of the constitution, why did they put all these things into the architecture of Article 71 holders? And something that as assemblyman, what Jihun, what Tihun Faswa, and John Dramani Mahama. It is just a strategy to hoodwink the people of Ghana, which will not work. And I think, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should rather come to the table with clean hands. The wajina and onjaje. And as on famra, or we are yakod in was Minsanjibio.
Mate, in the Honorable Ekosiisen Asifwa and a Moten in Canon.
Yes, or Mantem, Eko Aquaba.
Honorable Echo.
Honorable Echo. No to me for. No, mammy go a chasu. Na to me for some mamma come for Matthias. Obi. Or mislead the public.
Adain.
You can't just come out. Na wabe make allegation. Ube make allegation no. Ye fro se be you ano. Wose me make that allegation ne keke no. The onus is rather on the accused. Now just I was quiet.
Also there are instances. The burden will shift.
Very good. There were instances no I know ono so nim. Obi wabe counsem. And obi who do to straight proof me boy. Was in some now kind prove it. There's a communique. Your justification that says some now can in an
FM
Into one hour counsem no. One a was a watch said the macan no cre because of friend no or shifted from gracia of 40 million to salary a demand. End of service benefits. Yeah, oji and a no worker. Ubuka chemi say Philippo Sebonsu wo. Ye tria ni sika to ADB. ADB a bank. Oko ADB a den e dance na e kire say ABA Philippo Sebonsu. Ho ne tria ni sika fa. Mewa. Ye wo nipa na account name. Ye wo ni din. Ye wo date or DB account. Ne transactions a oye fa mu nyina. Sanya may be a untimi ka account number nipa. Just say when you ko hwe mobile money account. Say yen send this can to ma. What sort of childish argument is this? Not echo. Meba. I'm not meba. Oh dear meba. Echo.
Meba so maninwi. Why? But we are. Now say all starting on $20 million account.
Can I come and provide your personal details in your account?
No.
And that's your personal amount of money in the account.
Then based on what did you make the allegation in the first place?
Obi,
you don't have access to my account.
That is what I'm saying, that there are some instances whereby the burden of proof will shift.
Section 15 of the Evidence Act. No.
The limited instances burden of proof ne shift. And yet these instances. I don't think it's these instances, but Eric, to us, mama.
Yeah, well, ebia, asemo American, many na your colleague, intinam say, or misinform me, I am yakakran. Obi, let me start my argument again. Who to me can't Jerry KJ say, Sikana ya Mary KJ near the funny mobile money. Meanwhile, we need me mobile money number. Me sim card be a 3. What am I say? But what about one thing? What be allegation? Eric KJ number the 0244 D kind 5 feet each at one. And when I send this as can hear then, and the quarter you send in this particular date. At this time, no or receive Sikano. Nipa no receive Sikan in Dini Eric KJ. What provided enough? What am I say? Now the Oka say express you see in the issue of narcotic expressed by law say bia ya kwachi narcotic nyema bi obi hone ade no no he who alleges must prove ni ade no yenim say mamu ho because narcotic ya ade bi emra no makwan say what am I say express provision any we implied ones wo so eko asem ya unu e kan ke section 15 of the Evidence Act say wo betire o yes sir e bia na Rama so poku agimenti you be disappointed. Don't do that on the chair because what Kwame said is wrong. A force wa pedal falsehood and America say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the said statement never said say onye yes grashada okay he never says so the obetna and we the assemblyman and we the MP and Yankasi will need those positions. But what you said is that he took this sort of amount in 2013 and amebwa you were specific. And now you hold and I may say you hold you to prove what say when the bank account say last month your man 35,000. What sort of argument is this? And you want people to take you serious?
But the second part
Obi, let me tell you this. Your man is gracia.
Yes.
On any illegal means. What you say? Now Ora Kufuado betena konwa so kra ese Ghana ayeden no. Oye ya senka ne yire ni eligible wo mi ayire. Yen for mo kan 71 of his with this one.
Eno nye Akufuado.
Wo de meba
recommendation.
Ne pen so wo de meba when the power committee no when the power na power.
Oh, is that the argument?
Yeah,
now?
that is the argument. So in the heat na Ghana for komumpo no. President ne dadwene hu say committee na wa power no. Na hu be hia senki etu antibekika.
President ne dadwene ho.
Oh.
And a committee
no na dadwene ho no power committee na mra no ma na kwan so mpa. And a committee no de 2 minutes more no. Ade o manfa paper na metu na nimu hu o mu ansanka ekoje credence. Don't go there. Ohun ni senko no na yire oda na chi. Pilo bia e bia ba ko na bedo mo ntem. Senki ntwia ne kanka ho. Na ye ntwia Alhaji Bawumia Samiraka. Iwie na se rematu so kraka ho ananka atua.
Say recommendation no. Na wo say yetua bi ma.
O dia meba. Ena me say di onu mponya say ni suade hu no okasa asem. You think that is fine. Di na Ghana for ya bitter. Nya me ma melody na de obeje ho na medwen.
Okay.
But me di any say what make allegation, no be Charlie etoda antina mo say etoda na ya no ya kakra no. Because o sua de na wo tim na wo kasa na mpie ya. That is the fact.
But obetimi atoni.
No, but usua eno tini ekwa class ko sua de no. Now so why law na ye fro na okeka say nsem hunu we ya okoye ele bi
Eric Nyabotre now what na sound armor with emotions they take you over the better part of it.
Tina, Obi, let me tell you something.
You have a point, make your argument.
Yes,
the,
Obi.
the other leg of the debate, they say.
I get it.
In the John Mahama statement about Togo, the statement from the office of the former president Oka in the concluding paragraph say, we want to reiterate the point made by President Mahama recently at the next NDC government will run an administration with a leaner government and far less ministers than Ghana has ever seen, and ensure a cut in waste and exercise of frugality in everything government does. The NDC is also committed to the implementation of a review of the 1992 Constitution, which should, among others, place a cap on the number of Supreme Court justices and face the issues of Article 71 head on. Ekosiisen argument says, yes. If he has this intention,
I understand.
He should show leadership now by rejecting as gracia.
Obi, let me tell you something. Omukushia, your party lawyers,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And Oku make this comment.
Already,
don't forget, there were some great people in this country, personalities, the likes of Professor Kwaku Azamoah, always Omokasafa Article 71 office holders. Your neutral minds are make arguments about it. Because in the heat of COVID, you see a reaba. Public servant and a civil servant, and you see on your to neketri 4%. What am I say? Now the obetness Article 71 office holders, you call review or more and you're increasing maybe 70%.
Oh yeah, example and as I
can't say a real.
No, but that was not it.
What the assembly maker? No, you're saying. It
was around 10%.
What the member? What the memfancy be a reaba? Yes, a COVID is sickening your mind. In Ghana, Juma for Ketria,
Asempa FM 94.7.
To my Juma for to young country. Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah. Oh, yes, Article 71 office holders there, it be a better medium 30%. The ordinary Ghanaian na on OG4 na come on so. And we are a political party. You taking matters into consideration. It is because Oba na practices are extra large government na ure kufu do ye no. And then as for first time we 120 no. Uni kroma na Alaji Bawomi ane na nado catch us here tisika so oman yin ohia man and what's your jebisia and see Ghana ye. But within the 6 years they've borrowed over 273 billion. Obi utie me pa. It is obi abeye former president da. Na waba ne na amanfo ka omo haw. No say me ba na meye hu bibia. O say oni the locus because ono S Gracia no krojibi. What sort of argument is this?
But is that not a question?
What question? And a question of law and
a legitimate question to ask.
What question?
What you seek to come and change?
Obi. Me ba
me ya you stop benefiting from saying now?
Let me tell you something. Omo pass E11 no. E dey no ura Mahama kan.
Okay, then catch me.
You koye your program Crossroad no.
Yeah.
Okay, say oba E11. Wonim de Ghana for e den e kan fa ho. Oba obi ye fi me boa.
The next NDC
say your law
would cancel it.
Your law, but okay. Because what you said the okay can ni na yemra e ba take we know. Say yemra. One can so buy no akwaya announcement was regular. If you want to lead your people, the form 4 no cano eno na was uti. Ghana for do na kasa say your constitution e was say yen sacha ewom. Titro ni article 71 office holders. No biaka was say ono no ye tua ne S Gracia ye man entitlement constitution e demand for now am running a repeal into only the locals to talk about it. What sort of argument is this?
But wouldn't it have been more powerful?
Obi,
wouldn't it?
Me say,
I am announcing today.
Let me tell you something.
So it gives credibility to the promise.
Obi, let me tell you something. In what? Let me tell you something. Wabesum Ghana.
Okay.
As at now, Ghana mra. Ewo kwanye obi besum na okwa edijana kwa.
That's true.
Enti senhye ye biba. Na etumre ewo ho nugu na ensachaye ba. Eno ne ekọ by law ana meboa emra na say obi Kofi say ni say ene enyema no as a former president, as a former minister ne ade ena Ghana for complain bitterly
94.7
na hwenipa nim de fo kogina mo anim kan lawyers over 150 lawyers anim no kogina kan sa asem no wonim say Ghana ni wiase nyina tie no enti wona wo so what credibility no and yeah ne Obi, what am I say? That is the problem now. Say what you are saying, say yeah, any locus. Or no need locus to talk about because so good surgery. And I make us say a constitutional provision. A man a say was so man a son as an so be free. That is the law of the country. We have former president or man in the best show so be called. Everything with security near the adin, no man in the ball.
President or Tesson, Yatuna Ketuema, I won't so the end.
That is it. That is it. And the president notice no power can say what chum. What am I say?
That president
very good. And when I say, on no waboming feet and do quantity the Ghana for can. And at the way can say the Ghana for can ye, me bad ye may ye. Na enuntino, Obi couldn't throw the attorney so say, or no cry corner in 2013, ye man 14 million. Uye na ye siko provia, or siko ADB na kobisa. ADB no kwa de osuma hin kruna na de osampano. What is this?
The war Jora HM and
etoda obi credibility matters. Oh, you see, let me tell you something. Mama can't say much. Network. Me okwa bank, me wo fidelity. Okwa me uti, me wo fidelity. Okwa etim bisa say branch be me boa.
Oh yes, sure.
Inti, what are you talking about? Masa jade munya, you see, eko you are a friend me ba. You know, I respect you. Yes. And the certain arguments are me person will fall within that category. Say me no be those things. That one for you, I can't.
Eric, my man say, mintie honorable. Now fe yemra me hwe any other business. I'm sorry.
Obi, quickly just to end with that discussion. Me patrol, you now already and one is sunny.
Ben.
I didn't already say free. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama office.
Oh, ne special aid. Joyce Bawa Mokhtari.
Na say some am you also benefited from end of service benefit.
Sure, na say as 4 people or more the office of the former president also on mine to Wonka a part of the conditions.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
And the 4 workers now
yes.
no more adwuma ni na omo just ade we nyina.
Absolutely.
And ono an ne nkrofo ntimi nka say okay based on principle. Intino sasika ye be ye judge. Right? Untimi nye.
Dabi.
Ana minua Erika JT he ka chem say His Excellency John His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mum a otini ba bia won kan hwe nhye no onu mum na mbe declare say onyanje bio na bacho papa na dru so oje ne esgasha na
papa ben
bacho His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo.
No.
So what's the point? No, so what's the point? Obi, what's the point? What's the point? Sure, I was struck by the last paragraph of statement now. You know, that the next NDC government, which is very unlikely, say Omoba, they are going to practice a very lean government.
Yes.
They are going to ensure, say, the waste in the system,
yes,
a supposed waste in the system, will be no more. Is it the NDC talking?
Sure.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Joyce Mokhtari Bawa and Ekosiisen way. Wow. Obi. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Eka corruption asemi. Onwa. Obi. Onwa.
Honorable me patron.
Hey, Obi, sisi anam asa ye refi asemi. That is strange. Share in 2014. I had just completed my national service. In fact, I was the president of the national service persons across the country. Our office was lodged at the offices of the National Service Secretariat. Almost a year after, at that time, I handed over. This country was hit with the biggest corruption scandal ever in that small institution, which is the National Service. Millions of Ghana cedis that was siphoned into people's account. A cartel of corrupt agents from district to regions to national level, whereby agents of government Ghana sika to the extent that we've never seen some in this country. The NSS scandal.
But there were prosecutions.
Absolutely, and you saw the confessions that came. When him say BNI was able to retrieve most of, because I was working there, the BNI was able to retrieve a substantial amount of that money Ubekaya, there was a daily graphic publication,
Asempa FM,
front page,
94.7.
in 2015. Ghana being hit with the biggest scandal in national service. And they quoted about 80 million Ghana cedis. That money now, Daily Graphic reported, a substantial amount of money was retrieved from agents of government at that time. They confessed themselves. All these things happened at the time His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was President of the Republic, having the Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, who was the Deputy Education Minister, having supervising role at the National Service. All these things happened under them. The waste in the system. See who His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, then we can take some of these things serious.
But my point is that the test of how strong your institutions are is that it will not take away crime or corruption in its entirety. But at least a bit bar, the system will respond by prosecuting, and that's what they did. No?
Obi. Obi. If you say you are going to clear waste in the system, okay? Obi making sure there is a leaner government. Why? A good for the prosecute and go for now.
Asempa FM 94.7.
Have we or have we not? I am trying to make the point to say it is under their government that we had one of the biggest scandals also in this country with JIDA, an agency that I am now a board member to. That is why we saw all these scandals under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Why? His persona, and you were talking about even institution. The man himself, his persona is so much shrouded with corruption to the extent that even international agencies sometimes fingers him in corruption scandal.
When?
Airbus scandal. As if you were not in this country.
No, but his name was not mentioned.
You can say that. I mean, Obi, Obi, you can say that.
No, but his name was not mentioned.
Oh, Obi, you can say that. Why? Why? Was his brother's name mentioned?
Say again?
Was his brother's name mentioned?
Yeah, but nobody has put out his brother's name.
Who read the narrative now? What did you see?
You tell me.
The narrative was clear that the brother had an influential person in government who they suspect. I mean, you read some of these things came out. And two person say Airbus scandal and another one I say Obi. And I convinced. And the Airbus scandal and I convinced.
I don't know.
Obi. Well, the Ghanaian people can judge better. It is my opinion that the Airbus scandal fingered no other person than His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who has no integrity or whatsoever.
But
to now come to this table to come
fingered.
Well, I'm just saying that.
But you don't express your opinions by maligning people.
Obi, I am just saying that.
People. And when your opinion, you.
Also say. Also, I law.
You are going into the realms of defamation.
Obi to be could debone.
Yes.
In the absence of direct evidence.
Yes. Consequential evidence.
Circumstantial evidence. Absolutely. Sorry. You can put pieces of ropes together to make a thread. In the statement and after the report that all of us read, I could only put these pieces of ropes together to these pieces of thread. I could only put pieces of thread together to make a rope.
You are not a court of law.
I am not, but I'm just saying that.
But you don't make opinions which malign the integrity of people. It's not done. That's defamation.
Obi. I am just saying that the report that you read, there was somebody's name that was mentioned.
We use code names.
Code names. Okay, that's okay. And the code names, if you read the document into its entirety, there can only be a logical conclusion as to who
the person is.
Absolutely.
In your opinion.
In my opinion. So I'm just saying, apart from saying institutions, were corrupt, he himself and his persona was also questionable when it comes to corruption. Why? The first guy were in this country, when the contractor said, no, we have contract under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency J.A. Mills, or better than that, he was not getting some. It took somebody who took him to the vice president at that time, which is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and he started getting contracts. This is not me saying this. Kanazue saying. Kanazue na eka onye me. And one can as way ebeka say okoman Ford ansana papa no sha say contract. What are you telling me? Apart from the fact that your institutions were corrupt, you yourself was also corrupt. So I don't see the author of principle that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebese obeka governance whereby you have to eschew waste and corruption. No, I don't see him. Because a debe na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or wa ye hu bija and as a debe biopan or deba asomampanyini. What is it? From assemblyman, from to deputy minister to vice president to president. What again? That you have not seen.
One more hint, Kakra. In
the
his
hint
statement, no.
That
Or say he would put together probably the leanest government ever in our history.
Is it Obi?
Or say he will cut waste.
Obi. Okay.
Right.
When the power crisis started,
Yes.
this was a man who promised and promised and promised and promised heaven and earth. At the point he had to even say, I promise not to promise again. Is that the man you are saying I should take his word serious?
But I say he will place a cap on the number of Supreme Court.
Forget about his word, because I don't take John Mohammed's word serious. I don't take it. No, because when he told the people of Ghana that I promise not to promise again, because no promise here the Ghana for in Shamwa, what the tram, I figure you need you. And when you even mount a political platform, one can say show no catch Ghana for say I promise not to promise again. This is a man you are telling me that I should take his word serious. He doesn't have that credibility. And I'm saying, say, on any day, my whole video be, I say the West South said, it is becoming Westest. Even quote unquote, the Westest performance of the MPP government, John Dramani Mahama, comes nowhere close. Because why? We were in this country when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama became president. A dear be pan or yet ma Ghana for me who say sebi papa ye ba memua onimye. What? Even when Ghana was not hit with exogenous factors that were external, Ghana na ye need any problem. Unya COVID, unya Russia, unya she. I've seen a statement from Russia, the IMF director, saying, say, and yet COVID and Russia and Ghana, any problem. In fact, what she said, who was the fact that it is not because Ghana is implementing bad policies. No, it is because every nation on this earth, one way or the other, has been hit with the impact of COVID, and also Russia and Ukraine. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when you're hit by any external factor, was not able to put our lights on. Today, we have been hit by COVID. We have been hit by Russia, Ukraine. We still have our lights on. Kind courtesy, the competent Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and Matthew Opoku Prempeh. Napo. We have our lights on. We had at that time a minister who had to throw his hands in despair, who promised that after 1 year, Mentimi and Sovia will resign. At the point he had to even indeed resign because they were incompetent. What are they bringing on board again?
Echo.
What is it?
Mamenase. Mate. And I'll come and then we wrap up. We've done 39 minutes after 6. At the end, I'll do any other business. 5 minutes each. Now, sorry, but before that, my life insurance company limited, at my way insurance, now my way now offers you up to 15,500 cover, plus critical illness and hospitalization benefits. Enjoy life insurance while saving your money on my way. Just dial *165# on your MTN and follow the prompt to register now. For help on how to register, call our customer service line. That's on 0242 439 999. Send my way. kase no way. Neat chocolate drink and me buy neat chocolate drink say na ete a made in Ghana product. Yeah, will Free Zones Enclave tema. Neat Confectionaries Limited and the pan kwala pempenyi pe. Ohwe ho I say Taste of Ghana. Neat chocolate drink. Taste of Ghana. And the reason is simple. It's made from Ghana's finest premium cocoa and aye weigh 250 ml bottle and you were 180 ml tetra packs and also say na ete unya be the goods to shimu ana wana was saying but more than a baby let's all consume made in Ghana baby a ton provisions for Ghana heavy obenya biato malls Melcom game ShopRite Petrol Mart ubenya bi ewo ho etimi ato o pedudu today Stephen Amwako number 0244371 818. Gladys Amwa 0501 518 883. Na unsu pebi eto. Alande NA Ghana Pay. Ghana Pay a app very solid. You download it with Google Play Store and App Store. Now I register. You register by dialing *707#. And then you register, we have visit any branch of your selected bank. Neko activate your wallet. No, unya activate your wallet. And you ma ubetimi di aye brace app. No, ubetimi. In fact, a mobile service app. Shanenso. Mobile money service app. I mean, ubetimi. Ascend there, that's where we receive Sika at zero transaction fees, we will make your bills, we will make airtime, we will make data, we will transfer your bank account to about mobile money account name and vice versa. It's amazing. In Bomadina download the CCR, Oko Google Play Store, App Store, Ghana Pay app, and then register. Solid. On Ghana Pay, no transaction be free. What you pay is just your e-levy. Ghana Pay, or say your money, your way. Eric AJ, any other business? No, I'm sorry.
Asempa FM 94.7.
Mekache will say
we are now they count here 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Mekache will say me earlier submission. Say sa eni sankasa na omokane in 2015-2016. Say yemfa ngu ura mahama ho fi no on say ekoba ye no ana otuni enu nti na meka say efi ne ko no o kan ba akunye beka du o kan pim beka pim du na eko eka airbus issue obi which portion of the said reports and indict ura mahama ewo ye ko kan so anso ho no betray a law and a circumstantial evidence. Now, circumstantial no, there he be now can.
Obi, I could the contextual
no, circumstantial evidence. It's not about your opinion. Obi, yes, because the argument so sin argument say, and no they can see a near, and I'm say circumstantial evidence is not about your opinion. But you can meet you. I was here. O say, okay, can you see any now drink what I say? And the thing is not about opinion. So you're wrong. Don't go there. Ya may say a betrayal, you be argument. But unima. That is it. Obi, whereby a circumstantial na or any bem no.
Asempa FM 94.7.
You know, nti eto da metra de say nipa Professor Kwaku Azamutie o. Nti ukasasa obe confused because you're a member of parliament. Yes. It don't do that legal argument no kra. Asemo abane ye kan ode kan wasem na ko obi. On the issue of corruption. And then you have the locus to talk of corruption in this country. And because you think say Ghana for say be dodo na adwen adwuma. Obi abanya oba ugina niema bi so na bontoa eno nti no ura mahama statement ni na wo mu no wo se ye practice family and friends meboa oba e wase ne wo mpana dada mu nyina ya appointees in your government
yeah sure kasa
there be so oni oba wo na wanware na wo mpana dada
oh kasa for
okay sebe they are appointees in your government Madam Virginia Hesimo who doesn't know adododi e wa ba mu nyina wabusuamfo ne wase mo ne deda no. Who doesn't know? Terminal 3 credit free shop na efe wo mo de ama oba. Why? And you have the guts. So obi so be practice abanya e be ye ketuwese. E chen dudu wura na wo ye na. Wo si oni the locus. Obi a oba ya wo yi first ministers nkwa 120 akwadwofo nkwa ye hu hwe. No, what was the outcome of it? Tell me. President Mahama, how many ministers? Or were the locals to talk about it? ABM, you are talking of corruption. Obi, namudi emu nimnyam. Abain bonia yaria ba. COVID-19. Yaria ekunipa. Monko kra hu aduro kra mra no mo tichobo. Sputnik V. Obi tie mi pa o.
Asempa FM.
Yaria ekunipa. Mon kra aduro mra ne enwo ne Ghana ne ehon kire no. Mampeni fa kire no osi amia me krom ne adwumamanu na o se fire cat ne to so. And
you are also moving into
now when I appoint adwumamanu. Let me go. Me say no defamation. Me say Obi, you were so quiet for my brother here.
I told him about
Nanado na suma na se koto nuro bra fire cat ne to so. And person like Adwumamanu Sabi.
He mentioned former president's name in relation to a report. You were not happy.
Obi. Sputnik no. Parliamentary committee and transfer. Why no who they see?
But it did not come out from that setting. President Katsi was on fact.
Yeah, point. Now why your argument? No listeners. So let me proceed with this.
Eric, you don't say that.
Let me talk. Me say Sputnik V. Yariaba. Nanado Suma Health Minister. We krono na omo boy wo. And you have the guts to talk of corruption. Yari kum nipa. With the chobo etoso and then Adwumamanu to court as a star witness. It ya to force. Then so be mama cap will buafa so that in this country. Obi we are in a country. Wa unu ya manasa zuri ya uni. Obi a man appointment e PPA na nado adam for back when jeni mboaten je. Na account balance here 53 Ghana cedis. Enu 1 million can it tizika and 100 Ghana. Obi, Obetra office almost 2 to 3 years. Can it discover 50 billion? And these crooks in government, they have the locus. Obi, these crooks. No, Obi, I was so. Obi, Okasanameti. Oh, yeah, Miss Alma Menin, Miniano, Jai. And someone who work for Ramahama.
Namibe, into one.
They say, they are now Obama Hamadi. Okasanami Yoki. They are crooks. Okay, connection my voice, sorry. This connection mind for in government. They have the locus to talk of corruption. So be ni huwa kwenyas worker. Obi yeni kroman yeda sorry Alhaji Bawumia. Former Methodist church member. Brigade. Say no so a brigade ni. Wo ya say any PDS akwa pam. Omo di sika be share anya amahodin mu. Wo da oni Bawumi, oni Samiri akoda sorry ya. What change financial guarantee na fake insurance guarantee. Debio Vice President Uchenyi financial guarantee a fake insurance guarantee company numpo ya hwehwe omni ehu omo and you have the guts to talk of corruption.
Be mindful of some of the things you are saying.
They should sue me. Multimedia. Me Eric J na me come in say. Me say.
Honorable Meba.
Under the Millennium Compact Agreement.
Nyabotre. I always give you time to talk. And I think the only time I may be some of the choice of words I will use. Be minded. You're on public radio.
No kasa information center.
But I question him. Why are you?
Someone who can. I was so quiet, Obi.
But
I know the threshold.
The ones are not any. I question him.
And I'm say. Na Obi yabana ubi say kosa. Yes, so sad in the age na ubi say kosa. Eti make kasa ni frade no neba.
Yeah, but trouble.
Why
kasa ni bi why in the heat of the moment the bar enye.
Why na say? At the end of the day, na your cost is financial guarantee ni insurance ni Bawumia na ye wan ni. Enye be fact. E ba bonti yes Alhaji Bawumia e na tena ne ma ni nyina so. Ametodwa. Na enye fake insurance guarantee. Say a whole economist, vice president. Di omaya nim na kwaye agreement maya. Wo say agreement na insurance guarantee na wo de ta adene to na a fake company no kra ni oya hu no.
Why the ta?
Obi ebiem aban we betena konwa so. First idea hit him catch for seat. Uko human penny a just otua ho tight. Nyame na mbeka yo kwa me plus money nkofo mbeka me nua bugina po money de omode foforo. So this government a working evidence of corruption and you and obi ka keta se shene proyasema osi owura mahama na obi go Ghana for no o madwen ye adwuma mo mutie no
Asempa FM 94.7.
before 2016 2013 2014 2016 mo kan de chen we obi o mo kan de chen we mo ba de na mo aye enne ketase shene proye in your government a change social intervention ye ni na mo ka kire ye se asigi mo ko kire nipa mo kwan ye be fa so bobo hia ni asesa no kwesika yira wo case na Ekosiisen office na hajide wo no nyawa asigi mo case na Ekosiisen say ye ko training nipa street light bobo hia on be sesa no obi sika ye di training nipa ba ko etimi to bobo 1000 adan mo we bob. And you have the guts talking of corruption in this country. Obi, entina me koka groups I want to say connection my phone. Because omo ye kate obia, me say omo ye kate obia. O pe omo pass and now pe omo equals e wa Africa na say we ase Sri Lanka for no. Once I go Sri Lanka, one family and the collapse economy no. Because president and ni finance minister, they said your tears so high. Ni road minister, they say am wakwata. Ni nuane chief of staff. Abusiano ko achiri me ma yenko ye me family and friends in there. Eti dia me chira say one family is collapsing our economy today. And you are telling us say yenya kasa. Obi me dem aka eba ne corruption debater ene nsem bia mo be kan for ura mahama ho ne de. We are ever ready to meet you squarely. Me dem anu si form no. IMF. O se ma me na kasa say ma me ne say enye den
I say enye wrong policies of the government the Russia Ukraine and
common sense me meti was here obi we financial institution onim se me ho akire me
yes
me ba be pebesian wo ho o man move for crash start kasa say amamu bone ne nhihye bone na am yakob bia yakui ena nipa na akogi sika no wo no ho na di so mfa so no aba abontin se oh dabi the promo for can yen no na ye Russian Ukraine COVID na ha ban no because or kama wo waba na ochena no ne mfaso wo wom enti kasa be na uzuzu se nka ma me ne be kase COVID sika no na mo de no wa chedidi aka wokroma dabi obi me ba uzuzu se na ma me ne be kase
me da say
$100 million na wo se wo de to sanitizer any nose mask du na ne de ayi na apam no kobe ne na apam no o ka se ma me ne be kan ho asem o ka de be mo waba ne ho abeje besia so don't sit here and say IMF for say na SMP downgrade no mo de ba ya na mo issue statement no eno so
Eric J na
Moody's ne Fitch report no
me da say honorable Eko Vincent that say for 5 minutes any other business near
Obi my main try na me respond to one or two things okay especially with respect to the last commentary no me new Eric say on shedante sa ensem no no to the me attack you no but the commentary say the IMF director 77 no kan no and what is supposed to be the reality if I should interpret it that way obi wrong policies e won sunsan so say oh yeah aban na say the wo ye no wonim de wo ye mpa e won sunsan so anuntina when we did not have any external shock from 2013-2016 obi our lights were off and no a wrong policy and that's a wrong policies that led us because obi see you need solid policies our lights cannot be on at this time obi bia na refi that time na woni ha e ka me ya kakra de nenso so multimedia can attest the amount of fuel that they used to buy before they can power the station. That is wrong policies. That cannot be external shocks because this government external shocks, COVID-19 impact, Russia-Ukraine impact. Yet we still have our lights on. That is correct policies. That is correct policies. That cannot be wrong policies. And I can say I cannot agree with the IMF director the more because yes, when who say the wrong the right policies are and we would have seen much worse things that we are seeing today. Yes, it is obvious. that prices of food stock and other things are rising. Price of fuel are rising. But Obi, it was wrong policies that led us to a point whereby as a nation, we couldn't pay teacher training allowances. Because we have right policies, even amidst the COVID-19 impact and Russia-Ukraine impact. Ghana is paying teacher training allowances. We are paying nursing training allowances. Why? The wrong policies during the NDC era, whereby gas was in a shortage, and that's who could test gas into. Why? Obi, wrong policies exposed you. It was wrong policies that exposed you, Obi. Say, right policies are. And at that time, ukope fuel. There were times in this country, Obi, utimi ko dealers and on your fuel. Obi, the men, yes, sir. Obi, I remember. I remember at the time, I'm could lie. That time I'm free. UTV. Oh, hold on. Me free UTV. People were queuing for fuel.
Now for UTV,
yes, sure. If I was industrial area side, I had to go and queue before I could get. Oh, now but why? Obi, are you saying there hasn't been a single time in this country whereby there have been shortage of gas? I ain't got for gas.
What's the fuel? What the petrol? Gas now.
Oh, gas, you're correct. Oh, the gas, you're correct. Then let's stay there. The right policies, the right policies is now making us know that indeed you can be hit externally from outside, but Obi, you have your policy still intact. The point I'm trying to make is say, yes, as of mine, we cannot close our eyes to the difficulties and the challenges of the Ghanaian people. We cannot close our eyes to the fact that indeed all is not well. But we know, say MPP are buying have shown that indeed we can always turn things around. Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani, or spend for so. Minim what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Obabaye. So man, minim what he's going to do new.
Not just a NDC manifesto for 2021 can be.
And intermediate culture say, even in the Westest, quote and unquote, administration of an MPP government, there cannot be anything new that will come from the NDC. It will just be rhetoric. Because what? Because why? Uni external shocks biano. What was your fundamentals? Why, Obi? Since 1992, we saw the worst economic growth under the NDC government, 3.7. We have not seen that before. Oh, Nyabotre. Now what do you want? Nyabotre. We was saying that time, say boom year buy and 3.7 for the first time since 1992. That was where you let the economic growth for us as a nation. Yeah, about 2017. The Oforiata now Momoka say, only a Dongo Moka say, the Oforiata cannot revive the economy. It was the same Oforiata who led the economic management team to make sure say we revive the economy from 3.7 to about 7% on average pre-COVID. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? When it comes to inflation, Obi, before 2019. Should be an inflation will call at as low as 7% because there are external shocks. That is the point we are trying to tell you. That is what we are trying to tell you. Obi, so the point I'm trying to make is say all is not well. Okay. I will use this opportunity. Nama Shagana phone crime. That Emma His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufadumono. Because we have shown that indeed, given the opportunity, we can turn this nation around.
Mate. Honorable Ekosiisen Tasifua and Ayatin in Kane. Earlier, yet, oh, yeah, and I say, I can't. Earlier, yet, Eric Ejay and